Howdy, I'm John. I thought I'd let you know what it was like for me building on the MSI Unify X. It's a B550 board with the AM4 platform. It's a really good, strong, stout board. It comes, of course, well packaged, ESD, foam. You got this here, I don't know, almost kind of worthless test bench rig setup. It's kind of a pain in the butt to set up, and then when you're using it, it's all rickety and everything. I don't really like it. I just build on top of a box from now on, but I hooked it together to see how it worked. It's underneath this right now. I'm flashing the BIOS here. I did that because I wasn't sure that the 5950 would work into the thing or not, so you gotta make sure you update the BIOS all the way when you do this. Full instructions are on MSI's website. It's a matter of getting this little dongle filled up with the latest BIOS version, plug in the power supply, 24 pin and the 8-pin connector, plug it into that one particular port there and press it until it flashes, and it'll flash for a bit, usually a couple minutes. This went so fast, I guess the BIOS must have really been already updated. That little 6-pin power connector there, nobody seems to know what that's for. You got your regular standard USB fan connectors. You got a nice little power switch and reset switch there if you're gonna be doing some sort of bench testing. Got 6 SATA connectors, normal Type-C type stuff. Got some Corsair type lighting. You got 5 volt, 12 volt, 2 of each. You got the vaunted Japanese transistors. Here's what I wanted it for. 4 NVMe slots, 3 years. I can just add on and I'll have all of my stuff right at hand, right there in the motherboard, just as quick to access as anything can be. It's only got 2 DIMM slots, but it can carry 64 gigabytes, so that's adequate for me. Can't go to 128 with this, but 64 works just fine for me. You got a really power voltage regulator set up here. It's 14 plus 2 phase, 90 amp, really powerful, really good for overclocking, very stable, strong, durable, 6-layer, layer of copper that's 2 ounces, for instance. It's a good, strong, heavy board. Got a little header panel thing. I kind of wish they went to something like Gigabyte had with the little tiny thing that you can plug in. But here's the star of the show, 5950X, 16 core, 32 thread. It's a real powerhouse. I've been working with this for about 2 weeks by the time I finally started making this video. I gotta tell you, this thing is strong and reliable. And of course, like all the AM4s, match that there little golden corner up with the corner that's marked on the socket. Here's part of the problem when you're filming these darn things. Normally my head would be where the camera's at. I'd have my magnifying glasses on. It'd be actually over the heat sinks there, and I'd be looking real close, and I'd have almost perfect drop right into them holes. It's like near 1,000 of them, 600 and some holes. But there we go. And then I always give it a little tap for good luck. Bring the arm down. She's locked in good. Got G.Skill memory. 232 gigabytes. These are 3600 megahertz. Class latency 18. Now you got that little notch, you gotta make sure you line it up right when you put it into the slots. With 2 slots, you put both in, you don't have to worry about which set you're going in. Dual rank modules, and they're gonna be running a dual channel configuration. Again, while I'm filming, it makes it harder to actually insert things. Get them in the slot, press one end in first, boom, make sure that you got a good snap there. If these don't connect right, you probably won't get it to start up. Thunk. There's the second. And of course, we do the same thing with the second one. You want to run both of them. They should both be the same type, same size, same speed. It's generally agreed they should probably be from the same batch. They should be from the same kit bought together at the same time. And here we have the BeQuiet Dark Rock Pro 4 air cooler. This thing is really good. It's keeping this CPU very cool. Get rid of the Intel parts, don't need them. Everything here in the AMD bag we're going to be keeping. The only exception will be those little O-rings. They're for the AM3 platform. You got a fan splitter, so you can plug both fans into one header. You got that center mount that attaches everything. You got 2 sets of wire bales. Second long set is in case you attach your own third auxiliary fan. Then you got little connectors there and some things you're gonna need, little sleeves. So now we gotta take off the standard mounting brackets. And here's where I realize I don't like this little test bench. Building on a box, you got support underneath there. I started to have that darn shield on the back come off. So you go ahead and put those 2 sleeves in to get you the right height distance and everything, and then you put in the mount with the little beak facing toward the inside and tighten them even. Try to make everything kind of even. And then go ahead and do a fit check. With these big air coolers, you gotta be real careful that you've got proper fit. Clean everything off with alcohol and coffee filter. Here's our thermal paste. I like to put the mount on beforehand. Makes it a lot easier. Notice how the cooler goes back and forth as we adjust here. Make sure you tighten evenly from one side to the other, but tighten confidently. Here's the center fan going in. Oh, wrong side, buddy. You gotta have it pull up against that there rubber baby buggy bumper. And here on the back, we've got ourselves a handy little fan header right by the cooler. I mean, what a convenient place for them to stick it. So there we go. Ceremonial unpeeling. And we have the machine in place and the Dark Rock 4 by BeQuiet. And we scored number 2 on Cinebench. And here's the machine all lit up with the RGB going. I've got 7 fans on the intake now. I took the PSU shroud off. It's just intakes and everything exhausts out the back under its own pressure. And this has brought the temperatures down to really nice. Well, thank you very much. Like and subscribe. See you around. Bye.